Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is No Dust here, and we are going to resume our budget rogue ladder climb. Once again, no epic, legendary, or adventure cards. As you can see here, we have a 1400 dust cost rogue, and we're starting at rank 12, 1 star. Let's go. Alright, game 1 versus Priest. Coin Valiant is excellent. Coin SI7 is also excellent. I can play the Loot Hoarder empty if I need to. I think this is a fine start. Now, Golden Priest, I'm more inclined to think that is a Dragon Priest. Question mark Dragon Priest, but let's just see what happens. It just feels like most priests that I see online on the ladder at this level tend to be Dragon Priests. I don't really... the other types have sort of fallen out of favor a little bit. Hard to say, however. Okay, now if I play this, you can hit... I think it's better for me to coin out the Valiant. May or may not be correct. I tend to find that the best answer to a 1/3 minion, such as a Northshire or a Voidwalker, is to coin out a 3/2. Now this is still an awkward turn for him because you can hit, but you can't heal anymore. That PWS costs you 1 mana, so it sort of precludes your ability. And if you hit, I can hit it back to get an easy trade. You go, okay, you're going to play Circle to draw 2. That's fine. That's fine. Now, I may actually have been wrong about the nature of the Dragon Priest. This is definitely a not a tempo priest. How do I say? This is definitely a traditional value priest, control priest with circle, heal, organized circle with injured blade master. I mean, from the read that I'm making now, seeing the two clerics. And that sort of level of play, yeah, I'm sensing just a straight up value priest. I can put more damage onto the board using Gnomish and Auto Barber, and the coin is off the table. I had the coin. No, I think I just play the SI7. I can weapon up Auto Barber next turn to gain a 2 attack weapon, and then we should be looking okay.
Do you have the artifact?
Ah, interesting. So is this some sort of so control priest plus golden monkey? Monkey question mark? And yes, I will be weapon auto barber here. Get an easy clear on the cleric. And whatever the elite starseeker decides to trade into, if my opponent doesn't heal, I get to get another easy clear with my weapon. So it's not too bad. We're sitting pretty here. Going to heal? Yeah, you can heal. That's fine. I think I can fan here. No, is there an easier turn? Is there a neater turn here? Let me think. I can Drake and then hit. I can fan, hit. Fan, but fan doesn't really change the line of trading. So I think Drake is more suitable here, I feel. And I will double trade into the Starseeker. It's fine. Just to take that potential buff target off the table. I mean, obviously, the Cultist can buff a minion this turn if my opponent drops something onto the board, but at least the thing that gets buffed doesn't get to attack. There we go. So you're going to go for a clear? Yep, so heal Cultist and buffing your Orkanai up to 3/8. Now a sap would be excellent here, but you know what? Double Divine Shield, pretty good here. Quite difficult for the priest to deal with. I mean, you know, the fact that they have my priest opponent has the ping heal ability now. It's not too bad, but this is a strong board. Allows me to do a lot of pretty good trading, except when that happens. So the pyro is going to be a problem. But then again, the pyro does set up the pyro to be for fan. It's not the worst thing in the world. Or I could just swing. I think I want to fan. I don't think I want to. Yeah, or I could just swing. No, let's fan, let's fan. There's not going to be many other chances for me to fan against this deck. And the Eviscerate is actually pretty good here. It protects both of my Buccaneer and my Clockwork Gnome. And we're looking pretty good going into turn 8 with Weapon Up Sunwalker. So we're okay, but the Golden Monkey is in the deck now, so let's see how we go. We should do okay against a Golden Monkeyed hand and deck, but I haven't faced it very often, so it's hard to say. Okay, interesting. Troll Priest with Golden Monkey and with True Heart. I would have played the Curator first, honestly, to find... okay. I think Sunwalker or Eviscerate is fine here. I will hit to see what I find. Cloakfield is not too bad. Eviscerate is fine here. So it's like a hybrid fatigue value circle heal. Like the thing is, circle heal doesn't really double cleric and circle heal doesn't really equal to fatigue. Cleric and circle heal really speak more to tempo and things like okay, do I have a neat clear? I can cloak weapon oil. That gives me 8 attack. Let's see what we find. Yeah. Cloak weapon oil, that's fine. Yeah, that's actually a lot of attack, but that's fine. It cost me... That's nice. It's nice to get it as a freebie, but against a priest with a Shadow Word Pain or possibly a BGH, we're in a bit of trouble. I'd expect, yeah. So that's the problem with Kraken. Now, a question I might want to ask myself is something get more late game that isn't in BGH range? I don't know, it's hard to say. Worth asking that question. This is quite neat of a clear. Silence and swing, pretty useful. And I can weapon up. I don't think I'll spend the Buccaneer here. I don't want to give a freebie trade of the Buccaneer to the Zombie Chow. Now we are running low on cards, so I really would like to pick up my Gnomish Inventor or my Drake. And in this case, the Sprint would have been much better. But I traded the Sprint out, so, you know, we're going to have to make do with what we have. Yeah. Just seeing how controlly this deck is, if we don't get some sort of tempo-y swing, it's going to be difficult. And yeah, with the amount of removal in my opponent's deck, it's going to be difficult, I think. Okay.
Here we go.
I think I can afford to slow play it. Now there's a chance that he's going to heal up the Acolyte. Yeah. That's okay, I'm not too fussed about that.
Welcome to the
With double Curator. Okay, interesting. Double Curator, double Cleric. Interesting. It just feels like it's like a control-y mid-ranges. I don't know. It's doing a number of things. The thing with the quality of Crunk, whatever your name is, the quality of your deck is high enough, like with things like Harrison and so on and so forth, that you'll get by if you don't have, if your deck is not too focused, as opposed to. Okay, this should be okay. Yeah, this is fine. We're in a significant amount of trouble, but I'm curious to see what is in the rest of this deck. And if we do get to Fatigue, I don't think I'll be winning the Fatigue battle, just thanks to the Justicar trigger. I won't be winning the Fatigue battle, but I'm curious to see what else is in this deck. Just so next time we run up against it, I have a little bit more of an idea how to play against it. What would I need in this budget deck to be able to? Yeah, so you run double Circle Heal, double Cleric, and then double Curator. Strange, double Belcher. It's like a tempo / fatigue deck. I don't know. I'm not a fan, but let's pass. I'm not a fan. But it is very oppressive against a deck like mine. Since I wasn't able to get a good start, things that I would have needed, I would have liked to have drawn into a mid-game sap. Would have liked to have my second Drake in hand. Yeah, possibly against Priest it's worth keeping certain things like that. Okay, I think I backstab. Flurry. Drop this. Just want to see what's in the rest of it. So you've got Drake as well. Where did that Drake come from? I wasn't watching very closely. So you've got Drake as well. Double Sludge, double Drake. Well, not sure about double Drake. And that's Entombed, I feel. Is that an Entombed Sunwalker, or is it just a regular Sunwalker? I wonder. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, interesting deck. Interesting deck. I'm not quite sure what the actual win condition of it is. I think you can actually make it much more focused and powerful. Like, say you take the Elise out for a Holy Champion, you can make it so much more... Like, you push much more towards the win condition. But then again, you have more fun playing a random deck like that. So, you know, respect to my Priest opponent. Basically, like, I'd call it something like Wallet Priest. Let's record a loss. And next game. Okay, 2-1 health minions. A little worrying, but I think I'm going to stick with them. And the loot holder is quite nice also, you know, and also the clockwork is nice too. Just to bait out the pings, and to, you know, gain some extra resources as I head into the mid game. I'm a pretty big fan of cards like clockwork, and I'm a pretty big fan of cards like loot holder. You know, just like, even if they just get pinged down, you have a higher chance of having a neater turn 3 play. And yeah, this is fine. I'm going to ask you to ping again. Doesn't feel like a mech mage or a tempo mage. I think I would have seen a mana worm if it had been. And so I'm inclined to think this is a freeze mage. Question mark freeze mage. Just from your lack of turn 1 and 2 play. But then again, why would you spend the coin? If you're a freeze mage, why would you spend the coin? Now that frostbolt coming out does indicate freeze mage. I'm not likely to be able to spend the fan on anything much at all, so I'm going to cycle the fan here. That's fine. Yeah, I do have the sap in hand to deal with...
Do you have the artifact?
Okay. Again, a golden monkey mage? Interesting. I think I dropped the Drake. For a neat clear, my mage opponent is going to look for Starseeker into ping. So it's not too bad. Monkey mage. Monkey mage? Okay. That's fine. I think I dropped a Sunwalker here. Yeah, Monkey Mage, like, it's like a control, it's like a higher value Monkey Mage deck. With torches, let's see what else there is. Sludges, okay. Interesting. Is it worth sapping? I don't think so. I think it's better off if I play Valiant Argus.
So many options.
Valiant Argus, or do I want to sap? I don't think I want to sap this thing. I don't think I can make enough of a tempo play just sapping this thing. I can hit weapon hit. Yeah, I think actually that's a neater play. So weapon up, and what I will do is ping off a final health point. And we are approaching Flame Strike turn, so do I want to be protecting one of my guys? And do I want to be protecting one of my guys from the Flame Strike? I think that this deck would have Flame Strike. I'm gonna bring the Valiant back, just for flexibility next turn, just to make that Flame Strike a little less tempting on turn 7. I much prefer you Flame Strike on turn 8 or 9. Really, because it costs it slows you down even more. Flame Striking on turn 7 on 3 minions is pretty good. There we go, that Cone of Cold. We avoided catastrophic outcomes on that Cone of Cold. Very neat. Drake Eviscerate play here. Now we are weak to... How many cards do I have? Do I run the backstab? No, I don't think so. I don't think I need to.
Here we go.
There may be a second Cold Light in there, but I don't mind burning a couple of cards. The quality of my hand is actually pretty good. So I don't mind if he burns some more cards. And plus he'll be burning some of his own cards too. Okay, so Nova. Okay, we've got a Doomsayer. Okay, that's fine. We have a sap for that. We have a sap for that. I think that I will backstab first. Interesting. Interesting. Still clear. This is the duplicate. That's fine. I don't really mind if you duplicate a Doomsayer. Because I have answers to your future Doomsayers. And the duplicated Doomsayer, I don't think it's that much value. I have answers to your future Doomsayers, so we will see what happens. And really, Doomsayer needs to be comboed with Frost Nova or Cone of Cold. So I think we're setting. I think my opponent is setting up for a Flame Strike here. Yep, that's fine. Very much fine. And we have another answer to Doomsayer. Excellent. Now, is there a Flame Strike number 2? I think what I do here is like this. May have been a mistake to commit the Undercity Valiant, but we do have answers to another Frost Nova Doomsayer play. So let's see how it goes. Okay, second Frost Nova Doomsayer. You're out of freezes. Might have actually been worth playing a second Doomsayer there. I really think it might have been worth playing a second Doomsayer there. I will freeze this one. I mean, sorry, silence this one. What am I talking about? Freeze. And we have a lot of damage on the board, actually. The game can turn very quickly if I can get a Sap Tinker's combo off. Second, another Doomsayer. How much damage am I looking at? We have 9, 13. 13 plus 7, including my weapon swing. 13 plus 7 is 20. Plus 2 more. I'm gonna control the board. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I think I sap the Mad Scientist and I deal with the others. Just using my board, I deal with the others. Yeah, I think so. Actually, can we finish now? So sap plus 7 plus 4. That's plus 11. Plus 11. And I don't think I can combo the Argus. Okay, how much damage? We've got 9 plus 4, which is 13, plus 11 equals 24. It's just right. Okay, I will sap a Doomsayer just in case it's not right. I think it's just right. If I'm wrong, then, you know, I deserve to lose. Just right. Yeah, that duplicate on the Doomsayer. You really want to duplicate on the Sludge Belcher against a deck like this. Duplicate on the Doomsayer doesn't do much for you. Especially since you run it. The thing is, Doomsayer is a combo card. 100th win in play mode. I think I had that thing already. Whatever, I don't care. I think that Doomsayer is a combo card. It's not effective in and of itself. You need to combo it with stalling spells, and if you run out of stalling spells, the Doomsayers don't do much, man. Alright, next game. Okay, I don't think I want any of these. I want to start a little faster against Mage. Yeah, that's pretty good. Clockwork, Weapon Up, Scarlet Crusade. I'm pretty happy with that. Not the best against something like Magic Missiles. Arcane Missiles, sorry. Same thing. But, you know, you can't always have the best starts. There we go. Now, I wonder if this is the same type of style of deck. I I'm much more expectant of something like a tempo mage deck or a mecha mage deck, because I think they result in quicker games. You tend to have, you tend to have quicker games. You tend to win faster / lose faster, and it's like a fairly straightforward way of playing. I'm sensing again another freeze mage. Is this the same person? Did I play against? No, last time was Fidget. Interesting. Anyway, I will swing now because I don't have a turn 4 play, and I can ooze. I can ooze weapon up next turn if I have to, or I can ooze whirling blades. It's not too bad. It feels again like a freeze deck, but we will see what comes out. Shade. Interesting indeed. Yes, and I will do as planned. So there's no need for me to spend the whirling blades. Might as well weapon up, get that 2 damage into face. It may well make a difference, given that we have an aggressive spare part. Aggressive spare part plus Eviscerate. Ooh, good things are going to happen. That's another thing I like. Spare part plus Eviscerate. Really great combo. Now that Shade may be too slow for you to save you, and really the Jeweled Scarab may be too slow to save you. Yeah, okay, I will swing.
Here we go.
And we are going to, there's nothing else for me to hit. We are going to go face. Weapon up. I don't think I'll spend the Eviscerate. I think I'm expecting something like a... I'm expecting something like a Sludge in this deck, and Whirling Blades comboed into Eviscerate will be a great answer for Sludge. I also have a great answer for this Shade since I have a 2/2 weapon in hand. Okay, so you're going to start torching things, that's fine. Still not going to swing that Shade, that's interesting. Still not going to swing. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to push for damage? Yeah, there's nothing for me to... I don't really need to protect anything. I might as well be aggressive. Put my opponent on the back foot. There may be a Reno in this deck, and if a Reno is in this deck, we still have a fair amount of resources. Yeah, the thing with Reno is if you spend too many resources going face, Reno punishes you going face with stuff. There we go. There's the Reno. It's not too bad because I didn't spend too many resources going face. Okay, that's fine. We have a neat clear there. I think I will Eviscerate to hit. Yeah, okay, I think that makes sense. So I will swing here. Eviscerate. Hit. Now we're asking for a Flame Strike. I don't think I will commit the Buccaneer. I want to use the Buccaneer for value. Yeah, I don't think I'll commit the Buccaneer just yet. Yeah, so we drew out the Reno early on. There's the Tharisen. We have a neat answer to the Tharisen, although it did get to 7 cards, so that's a little worrying. A 7-card Tharisen is a little worrying, but we are making some good progress here. I don't think I'll be Blade Flurrying just yet, so let's see how we go. Yeah, 7-hand Tharisen is worrying, but given that you're playing a Reno deck, I don't think you're going to have that amount of burn, like the same amount of burn that, say, a Freeze Mage has or a Tempo Mage has. So I'm not super worried about the combo potential of the Tharisen. Okay, fine. Okay, that's a very defensive play. Very defensive play. Okay, I would really love to see a Drake. That's not too bad. Do I Flurry here? Flurry sets up for a SI7 agent. Otherwise, I could play Sunwalker into SI7.
So many options.
Hit, 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 hit. Is Flurry neater? It's quite rare that my Flurry will hit quite so many minions. I think that the Flurry is a little bit neater. And I will weapon up.
Here we go.
This guy's toast.
Get the spare part onto my little gnomish lady. And we're sitting pretty strong. I would have liked to have developed the Loot Hoarder so that I could draw into some more finishing cards. There's a number of things from my opponent's hand came out post the Tharisen. So some of that value is leaving the hand. Some of the value may not be leaving the hand. Okay, double conjurer, interesting. That's interesting play. Well, I would be really worried if you pick up a Frostbolt. A Frostbolt here is problematic, but that's not too. I'm not concerned about mirror images. I think I'll spell break one of the mirror images. Yeah, clear. Yep, I'll spell break one of the mirror images. Now I will develop Loot Hoarder.
Here we go.
There's nothing on the board that challenges. There's nothing that's threatening my board. The thing that I like to use Sunwalker defensively. I like to use my taunts defensively. So like if I have something on the board that can be challenged by something on my opponent's side, you put the Sunwalker down, allowing your minion on the board to be protected. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Where's the sap when you need one? Because I already spent an abyss. I already spent a. This is going to be problematic. I think I have to go face. I think I just have to be aggressive here. I want to ignore the mirror entity. We're just going to push. You already spent your Reno. If we get flame struck here, although there was already one flame strike, so I don't think we're going to get flame struck here. The thing that we're going to get punished by is Eviscerate Awakens. That's a 1 in 4 chance, I believe, or 1 in 5 chance. So I'm going to take that and I'm just going to push for damage. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Because you're still going to need to be able to stop me finishing you off. Well, it would have been disastrous if the MCT took the Sunwalker, but at the moment we're still sitting pretty. Ysera doesn't challenge the Sunwalker unless you have something like Dream. And my opponent is thinking, yeah, Ysera is just a little too slow in this deck. And the Mage's hero power isn't naturally. You're gonna have to spend a fireball on this thing. The Mage's hero power isn't naturally defensive enough for a card like Ysera, I feel. Okay, that works. That works.
Do you have the artifact?
Okay. If I find an Eviscerate, we're done. If I find a card draw, if I can card draw into an Eviscerate, we're done. So this is very close. This game is going to come all the way down to the end. Okay, I will heal. And I think I will sap the Ysera, just to take some chance away of. I'm gonna pose that question to you. Are you gonna play the Ysera again, or are you gonna play something else? Possibly worth saving. Actually, saving the Earthen Ring in hand. Yeah, I think on reflection, probably better to save a card if your win condition is Eviscerate.
Welcome to the grand tournament.
Okay, that's interesting. So you've got a ton of. This is like a wallet mage. Interesting. If we lose, it's fine. I think it's my fault that I spent the Earthen Ring. Okay, let's have to keep swinging. Now we do have the final. If I do draw into an Eviscerate, we're done. Also, I can go Argus SI7. Do I have a second SI7? Let me check my list. Yes, I do. So we have a number of win conditions. And again, like I said, the Fire Blast rank 2 isn't really defensive enough. You really do want something like Argus in this deck. And now if you drop Argus on me, then that's a good play. Yeah, he's looking for a taunt. Okay, there's the taunt. Yeah, that was lucky. He found the taunt. Yeah, you probably actually want an Argus in this deck. Ooh, well played.
Well played.
We have enough finishes. We got lucky enough to push part. Like, we got enough finishes. Yeah, I think that the Ysera / Golden Monkey / Justicar, it's an interesting deck concept. I just don't think I think it's just a lacks a little bit of focus. Just lacks a little bit of focus to allow you to finish games. And let's look at our length. We had a couple of long games this time around. I think I'll wrap things up here. I'm pretty happy with where we've gotten. I mean, we made a net 1-star game, but we did gain a lot of intel on Monkey Mages. Monkey Mages. That's a funny name, but I think that's what I'm going to call them. Monkey Priests, Monkey Mages. I mean, you know, lots of Monkey plus class games this time around. Yeah, and let me see. What sort of answer? I mean, we were lucky enough to win that Monkey Mage game, that previous Monkey Mage game. The one before, we also won because the Monkey Mage, The Monkey Mage, we got the duplicate to land on the Doomsayer as opposed to the Sludge Belcher, and that really swung the game. Having my opponent having 3 copies of Doomsayer in hand, or 2 extra copies of Doomsayer in hand, doesn't really make a difference against the Rogue. And against that Monkey Priest, see, that's the thing. The Monkey Priest works a lot better because your hero power, once it gets just a card, and even before it's just a card, is really effective against mid-range decks. And this really is a mid-range deck. This is a deck which aims to put pressure on in the mid to late, in the early mid to late game. It's like a high pressure deck all round, but the majority of the pressure centers on the mid to late game. Since I have Tinkers and Flurry pressure, I have double Eviscerate pressure in the late game. Yeah, it's like we aim to set up early mid-game boards, and then we aim to finish with a number of powerful things such as Kraken, Oil, and double Eviscerates, and actually SI7s as well. There's a number of reach cards in this list. Now, what would I do to change this list to make it more effective against a Monkey Priest? Monkey Priest. I'll have to think on that. I'll have to think on what I would change to make it more effective against Monkey Priest. Possibly, I might take out the Ooze for something else. Something that punishes late game. Possibly, I would possibly consider taking out an Ooze for a second Assassinate. Or possibly a Vanish? Hard to say. It's hard to think of it right now. I will keep my mind on those things though, and I will be mindful of when we run into more Monkey Priests and Monkey Warriors. Or actually, another way to add more finishes is to put a second Oil in there, so that if we gain tempo in the mid game, we can Oil Flurry, and that is a ton of damage. Like so there's a few ways to deal with monkey decks, like being more aggressive or less aggressive. And I don't think we can take the less aggressive route on budget Rogue. I think we have to be more aggressive. And if I find myself running into a load of monkey decks, possibly even something like a Lance Carrier. I wouldn't say a Lance Carrier, but like just taking out the Ooze for the Valiant. Valiant just adds just a little bit more reach, and that can make all the difference in the end game. And Monkey Priest and Monkey Mage, they don't have weapons, but I did put the Ooze in to counter the rising shadow of SM Orc, whatever, the Reynad's face Shaman. It seems to have subsided a little bit, but it's hard to say with 3 games. I haven't played a number of games. Haven't played any significant number of games on this budget road ladder climb in the past couple of days, just thanks to Christmas, busy around Christmas, so on and so forth. Anyway, that's enough of me talking nonsense. Let's wrap things up there. I'd like to thank you guys in advance for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, all of those good things. I do this for the love, so any gestures of appreciation are much appreciated. And so until next time, I hope you guys have a lovely day and a lovely Christmas break leading up to New Year's, and spend some time with the family, spend some time with friends. Just have some fun, have a relax, don't take things too seriously. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This is No Dust signing off. See you next time.